Wonderland, tell me all your secrets. Fill me in on your wildest moments. Colored trees, your yellow leaves move me. Dancing moves, your painted red shakes the room. When I get there, I'll let my feet roam. When I get there, I'll break in your arms, I'll lose.
Look how interesting. There is no row 13, only 12 and 14.
After a 5-hour ride, we arrived to DC and look at this gorgeous train station. Firstly, we went to our hotel and I don't recommend you it. It wasn't so good, one of the reasons I will explain later. Anyways, we changed our clothes and went to see the main attractions.
We're in Washington DC. We're going right now to see the White House, and honestly I didn't have any expectations, so I'm so pleasantly surprised. It's so beautiful around, like all the houses, such an amazing architecture. Like you've been driving all along and it feels like you're driving in some, I don't know, like museum. It's super pretty and also very clean comparing to New York.
The beautiful girls who are freezing.
Oh my gosh, that's all? It's so small. I honestly believe from all the pictures that it's like 3 times bigger than this one. Oh my god.
I told you, like, there's nothing, you just see it and then you're like, wow, picture, let's go.
Some protest, of course, is always next to the White House.
By the way, guys, some of you might remember my struggles with learning Spanish, and now since I moved to the USA, where so many people speak this language, I decided to come back to studying Spanish. And to do so, I've chosen one of the best language learning platforms called Babbel. The lessons there are designed by real language teachers, and the most important thing for me was that you will be able to learn real-life conversations, such as those about travel, work, relationships, what will help me to communicate with my Spanish-speaking friends in their language. Carolina, ¿cómo vas con tu novio?
Súper bien, estoy muy enamorada y feliz.
The Babbel app is very user-friendly. You can determine your language proficiency level there and set up specific goals. And the best thing for me was that you can study from everywhere. And by the way, you can also take online classes with real teachers there. Babbel offers several subscription options, even a lifetime subscription. And by using this link, you will get 60% off of your Babbel subscription. So guys, check it out in the description of this video and start learning the language of your dreams.
After walking around downtown, we decided to check out the nightlife of Washington. Most clubs are located near U Street, and that's exactly where we went. Worth to mention that the usual cost of the entrance to clubs was $20, which was very expensive for us. The cheapest clubs weren't so great, except this gay club with an amazing music.
Good morning.
I was very surprised by the American breakfast in our hotel, and not in a good way. Everything was served in plastic, I mean like too much plastic, and additionally the dishes were not that well. Most of them had an excessive amount of sugar, but I think this is something I need to get used to in the States. But back to positivity. To say that I love the architecture of the houses in DC is to say nothing. Just look at how pretty they are.
How do you feel?
I just found out that Washington DC isn't located in any states. It's like a separate territory. And if you go, I don't know, like 20 minutes by car to, for example, where we live, it's already Maryland. An interesting fact that I would like to share is that because of this amazing architecture of museums and buildings around, it seemed to us that Washington looks a bit like a European city, and usually no one talks about this, but this is our impression.
Sometimes I had a feeling that I was walking somewhere in Berlin, then the next moment I felt like I'm in Rome or even Moscow. Later during our walk, we stumbled up in a botanical garden with free entrance.
And now we came to Lincoln Memorial. Just take a look how many people there are. Like, wow, lots of people. But the view, I really like it. I really like how spacious this, because we've been walking for like maybe 30 minutes along the park, and there is so much space. And you know what? It feels so good to visit these famous places that you watch from the TV before.
Honestly, after living in New York, I had an impression that every big American city would have a lot of homeless people. However, in DC, we only saw a few of them, as you can see in the video. Most of the city was clean and we all felt very safe. At the end of the day, we arrived at my favorite area of the city, Georgetown. It's a university district, so you could see here many young people, beautiful college buildings, and many cute spots to study.
Thank you so much.
Do you know the name of it?
Thank you. Have a good day. This is so cute. Anyways, what I just was saying, I couldn't help but thinking that I would be very happy to live here and to study, because when you're at university, to have this amazing area around with so many young people, with like little coffee places where you can study, it's just amazing.
For our lunch, we chose this burger place where food was super tasty. I definitely recommend you to check it out.
Reality of eating in the USA. You see the bill 101, but after taxes and tips, 130. Wow, it's my favorite dessert. Macarons. Since Alejandra have been already in Washington several times, she told us we just must to try Georgetown cupcake. Just look at this huge line, my friends. It seems that this place is so popular in the city, so of course we have to try.
The cost of one cupcake was $4, which might seem a bit overpriced, but oh my goodness, it was the best dessert I tried in the USA so far. I had the one with peanut butter and chocolate, and you just have to try it once. In our last day in the city, we decided to visit the National Art Gallery.
What I love about Washington is that all museums, or at least the majority of them, are free. We are right now walking along the National Gallery, and you know I'm a big fan of art, so every country I'm visiting, I'm visiting the National Gallery, and here it definitely looks fantastic, and I believe it's worth a visit. I was also recommended to see the Space Museum, but to be honest, I don't think we have so much time this trip, because we have a bus at 4 p.m. and it's already around 12 something. But I'm happy we visited this beautiful place.
I know that food trucks are very popular in America, so we wanted to get a bit closer to the culture and try it. I ordered chicken doner, which by the way wasn't cheap at all. I paid $15, but it was very good. I'm not so sure I would eat it often, but it was definitely worth a try.
So my friends, this is already the end of our trip. To be honest, I didn't have any expectations of Washington, but I love it. First of all, it was very clean, especially compared to New York. But on the other side, it was also, the architecture is so beautiful. It's actually so interesting, especially if you want to check out some museums. We didn't have so much time, so it's a reason to be back here. And I definitely see myself returning back to Washington DC, maybe in some other season, to see it from another colors, let's say so. But let's check out what my friends believe about this. What did you like the most?
I like that I felt safer here. I also like the cleanliness, the architecture and the greenery. It's very green, so it feels calmer.
I like that it's clean, especially from after New York. It's quiet, and it's just like St. Petersburg in Russia.
In New York, I don't try any, American type of food. And here, like, I experience all of that. Like ice cream, not ice cream actually, like a lot of sweet food and hamburger, which is unhealthy, but I should try it.
Would you like to be back?
Yes, I would love to come back to DC.
I could live here.
Yeah, I really love Washington.
Maybe it's like the city for, I don't know, 2-3 days, but not for me. It's really quiet, no people, I like this hustle and bustle.
If you love this video, please don't forget to press this like button for YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so we could explore all the United States together. Bye bye!